So hello everyone, I'm Tofu. Today we're going to be bringing the chill vibes and we're going to be doing some island tours submitted to me by your lovely selves. So we're going to be starting off with Cozy Girls Starlite and let's jump in. So I was told there's no set theme for this island, it's just kind of colourful and whimsical, and straight off the bat you can see there's a lot of colourful flowers everywhere. See, there's these mushrooms, you can see a little bit of a fun fairy playground on the right hand side, but let's go left. So plenty of flowers, I guess plenty of toys going to be dotted around. We'll just have a look on the beach. Okay, cool. So I believe the beaches are decorated, but quite sparsely, I guess. So not super intricate detail. But anyway, we'll just go to the left here and we have a villager home. Can I actually access whose it is? No. The mushroom's in the way, but that's fine. We'll have a quick look here. Okay, we've got Bunny's house. So I would have to assume, and it's a big assumption, that it's another bunny on the right hand side because we've got these two delightful little carrot farms. And obviously it would make sense that you would have the bunnies right next to the carrots. They've got this little lookout point on the beach. Oh, and the big stone head just overlooking us. It's kind of cool. And we have Sherb. How delightful. I am going to love this island. So the dream address for this island, if you would like to visit yourself, is 5591 6260 7574. This just brings us back over to the resident services. But plenty of toys and yeah, this little cookie, fortune cookie store even. I forgot what the name of the item was. Here we have a little picnicky area and I guess a little barbecue in the yard. Again, can I access the villager home? No, it doesn't look like it, so let's just quickly go into the map and actually show off which villagers there are. Okay, so we have Wolfgang, Raymond, Sherb, Genji, Bunny, Toby, so Toby's the one that we couldn't access earlier, Vivian, whose home I'm currently at now, Cleo, Flurry, and Lily. So a fantastic amount of, yeah, just amazing villagers you've got. Let's go up. And we're presented with a choice of obviously left, and we have this little garden here with plenty of blue and white flowers dotted around, obviously the odd butterfly model as well. And I recognise this house, this is Sherb, our boy. Obviously you already saw Sherb on the island, so makes sense that there's a lot of blue around his home. We could go up over the bridge, but we're actually going to go to the right hand side. And we'll be visiting this little playground and fun fairy amusement area in a bit, so bear with us. But here we have a music stage right next to Wolfgang's house. So drums, guitars, obviously we have the microphone and a little seating area. And a few just random flowers of pink, white and then yellow and red, obviously on the left hand side. Little gyroid boy. Yes, dance for me. Cool. I do like the use of butterfly models. I've barely really used them in any of my builds ever, so it's nice to see them just splashed around and really adding to the colour and, like you said, some of the whimsy. And we have what looks like I'd say very fairycore-esque wedding area. Don't know if it's meant to be a wedding area. Obviously you've got some of the wedding items, so the table and then the bell. The street piano in the cute design is actually really quite nice. I don't think I've ever seen that as well. But we also have a few of the Easter Day or the Bunny Day Easter event items. So really just nailing that aesthetic for that particular home. Then we run up here. We have, I'm assuming, Lily's home. Huzzah! So plenty of green with the odd splashes of pink and white. So very cutesy, very fitting for Lily. So she's got this little heart pond and obviously the little picnic area. And I guess we'll just go up here. We have lots of splashes of red, yellow and orange dotted around. So the orange tables, I was going to say lemons, but I know that we don't get lemons in the game, so you know, makes sense that it would be orange. We have this little outdoor crafting section, so I'm guessing this is obviously to do with the orchard on the right hand side here. So plenty of plants, obviously we've got these little bags of compost or seeds and things like that. And the trees organised in a very neat and cute way. Ooh, we have a little, I guess, bunny picnic on the beach. Very cute. And let's just run back so we make sure we don't miss any of the villager homes and their yards and decor and things. So here we have, I can't access it, my bad. But very yellow, very orange and very red surrounding the orchard. Obviously we've got this cute little pumpkin and tomato farm. Again, makes sense with the colour scheme that's going on for this little area. Very yellow and orange. We've got another little picnic area with the ukulele. See the little pram, or pushchair, push cart. I'm really bad for knowing what the item names are. But this very cutesy big bear plushie as well, overlooking us. It's very cottagey in this area with all the bees and everything. I would say overall, with the amount of colour that's thrown out, and then obviously the butterfly models, as you can see by this big one here, I would say it's got a little bit of a fairy core element to the entirety of the island, but it does certainly mix up the styles, as we're going to see right here. This must be Genji's home, as we're very close to what looks like a Japanese garden. And obviously we've got this little weight set as well. Yeah, very nice. Very reminiscent of, I guess, how I played when I first got the game, New Horizons. I would try and show off like everything that I'd collected through the various events and things. Obviously we've got Wolfgang and Flurry here as well, very cute. Lily also joining us. But yeah, this is a lot more organised than what I did. I basically just kind of fenced off sections and plonked it all down, kind of showing off what I'd collected. There was no real like cohesion to it. It was just, here's a collection of furniture, move to the next event, here's the next collection, you know. This is a lot more organised and a lot just better designed. And we have this delightful little museum area. So very cozy, very cute, and very fitting for the museum. I think it's not overly done, but it's nice because of that. It's not like too elaborate. It's just, I would say it's very simple, but very well done because of it. We obviously walk past a little bit of a mermaid set on the beach, and just a small area to do some puzzles and listen to music while you're also listening to the waves. I do like the design codes you've used for the flooring, by the way. Very cute, and yeah, again, adds little splashes of colour just when you need it. We have a small little sugar cane farm here with a little sheep. Tanuki model, which I never really use because honestly they kind of creep me out. But yeah, this is very cutesy. We've got obviously right next to the Nook's Cranny, so we've got the shopping carts, the shopping baskets, the ATM makes sense. I guess the little jukebox and popcorn stalls, for want of a better word. Just more reasons to spend your money. A cute little gardening section. I'm guessing this again just be like flower stalls and things, so more reason for you to spend your money. I did notice this small garden just to the right hand side, so again very colourful. We've got more butterfly models. Very cute. I definitely think the whimsical is coming across very well. But we're back at Resident Services, so let's enter the little playground amusement area. Obviously we've got a lot of the funfair-esque items, all in the colourful, I'll say display, but I don't know the word I'm trying to think of, like the customization. But everything's very colourful. Obviously we've got the climbing wall, little arcade games in the claw machines, and obviously all the plushies available, I guess, as prizes. The shoot a duck stall, and cotton candy, ice cream, all that good stuff. I'm going to run over to the top left hand side of the island, so just bear with me quickly. Okay, so over the bridge. So this is the area that we haven't been before. So again, more little picnic spots with blankets and plenty of plushies. The odd occasional duck just dotted around. And a small playground. Again, very colourful and matching the whole whimsical colourful theme. Can I access? No. I should learn. It looks like, if there looks like there's a bush or something in the way, then I'm not going to be able to access the nameplate. Oh. Statue of Liberty. America. Okay, cool. Let's run up the ramp and we'll obviously have a look on the cliffs. Okay, so we've got the campground and very cozy, very kind of cottagecore. Again, I'll say quite a simple design when it comes to the space, but it works. It's not overly, complicated or anything. You know exactly what it is when you go there. And it's still just really nicely designed. More picnic spaces. Oh, we've got a little cave, but let's just go through here, around the pond. I went the wrong way. Because I'm a fool. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. So we've got a mining section, I guess, with this mysterious cave right next to this picnic area, and we've seen this boy. Rip, I guess. We'll go down here. Oh, how delightful. We've got a sunken little reading nook. Just a place where you can chill. Obviously, just be surrounded by nature. Read a book, have a cup of tea. Beautiful. Let's just follow the path back around here. So we're starting to go a little bit more kind of, I guess, fairycore and, I guess, mysterious. Certainly whimsical. But we've got this gnome next to a suspicious cauldron. We've got a few more mushrooms dotted around. Obviously, some of the ruins. The vine obviously is down there, but it really matches this whole aesthetic on the top cliff here. The glowing pond, lots of colourful white, green and purple flowers, certainly matching with all the different furniture as well. Oh, and a secret little beach where we've got various little pirate items. Fire the cannon. I've asked you, mateys. And over the bridge. So, okay, let's just go up here. Oh, we've got a couple of little spikenooids. Just protecting Stonehenge. Telescope so you can overlook the ocean or obviously the stars if you so wish. Plenty more of these bear plushies. We've got another little farm on top with a cottagecore-esque kitchen just on the outside. I guess you can cook your various organic vegetable dishes. And I guess this is the player home. So we'll climb up here. So this is indeed the player home. So we've got a nice little pool in the yard. Let's have a look. Hello, Bryce. Make your own magic. I will indeed. Okay, cool. So I have been told that none of the villager homes have been decorated, so I won't be popping in there, but I will pop into the player home. So, see you there. Okay, beautiful. Very, I'd say, again, very simple, not over the top when it comes to design, but it's just very well done. I've never used the butterfly wallpaper, so that's kind of cute to see in a way. Like, again, it's just a wallpaper I don't think I would ever use myself. Ooh, very blue bedroom. This one's definitely something I've done in my home before. But again, the patchwork, like furniture, the quilt-esque, is it this table? And then you've got the bed, the chair. It works absolutely amazingly in this kind of room. And then all the plushies, all the flower motifs as well with the lilies, or whatever you call them. Obviously, the flower phonograph. Yeah, very nice. A cute little bathroom space. So, again, the wallpaper used to maximum effect. Something I would never use myself. But yeah, it just works. Plenty of blue and white as well. Really just nailing the aesthetic. Yeah, cute little bathroom. We've got a very rustic bedroom. I'm guessing this is almost like a guest bedroom with just, yeah, how open it is. But then you do have this desk where maybe Bryce is writing in her diary, so we won't peek in there. Oh wow. Okay, so we have a kitchen and dining room-esque space in the attic. That's something I've never done actually. I just generally put the kitchen in the main floor, like the first floor, I guess, or ground floor, I should say. But yeah, this is a good way of being able to make sure that you've got plenty of space whilst also getting all the items out that you actually want. But very yellow, obviously very light toned woods as well, and plenty of these food items dotted around, so very cozy, very cottagecore. And again, it just works. Very well done. And lastly, the basement. And I guess this is the living room-esque space, so very open. See, we've got another one of these big bear plushies. It's very cutesy. Little plush bear arcade kind of claw machine. A few of the, I want to say Easter Day, but that's just wrong. It's the Bunny Day Easter event items. And again, another wallpaper that I don't think I've ever used in any of my homes, but it just works. It's yeah, really cute, really well designed, and good job. And quick jump cut because I've just noticed that I missed a little something off the island, so I always tend to do this unfortunately, but yeah, my bad. We have obviously the Able sisters and their cute little area as well. So we've got the outdoors, I guess, tailor space, so plenty of clothing. We've got the sewing machines and things, obviously a cash register, the odd dress or two out on display. Very nice. It was right next to the resident services, this little flower stall as well. So I just wanted to give it its dues and then make sure that I didn't miss anything. We've also got this little space on the beach. And just a little rest area, I guess, with fishing, plenty of fishing tools, so obviously the stand, we've got these dry racks as well, plenty of fish dotted around, just to really emphasise that fishing space. Beautiful. So that is the island of Starlite, so a massive thank you to Cozy Girl, or Bryce, depending on what you'd prefer to be called, and if you want to visit again, it's 5591 6260 7574. Now let's head over to the next stream address, where we'll be visiting GhostEarth. So here we are on GhostEarth, so massive thank you to Tracy S. Firestone for letting me visit, and let's jump in. So immediately off the bat there is a lot of items. As I will always do, I will go left. We've got obviously plenty of music items surrounding the resident services. The resident services is, I guess, fenced in with using the cliffs and the waterfalls, but very nicely done. We've got plenty of gifts around, but yeah, I'll leave them. We immediately go into this little festival stall area. So again, very colourful. We've got this beautiful waterfall-esque walkway. I believe there are some gifts that are things like ladder, the vaulting pole, just because I've been told there are sections where you might get stuck because there's very thin walkways. I think these are the ladder and things like that, so fantastic. Cool, let's just open these very quickly. Wetsuit, pinwheel, I don't think that will help you get around the island, and maracas. Okay, so plenty of yeah, fun little items as well. Immediately we've got a small picnic blanket with a chocolate bunny on it, and on the right hand side is a big farm. I guess we'll access that in a little bit. We have this small Japanese-esque garden, plenty of bamboo. See the kotatsu table even. The hearth, we'll just walk down here with the plenty of panda plushes. Kids tent, also making it a little bit kind of cute and like it's a camping spot. And can I access the beach through here? I cannot, so I'm going to have to go around. So this island is very busy by the looks of it from yeah, my brief visit so far. I'm just going to go over the bridge so we can obviously access the beach. Plenty of design codes used, so these little smiley faces and little designs in the sand. Mermaid set immediately off the top of the beach. Plenty of deck chairs and things. I keep getting stuck. The Bunny Day event items as well, used to great effect, so very colourful again. And then we'll be going into this festival stall area, I guess, a bit more. On a little swan and duck pond next to a couple of swing benches, so it's very, very cute. I can imagine myself resting there. Again, a lot of colourful items, a lot of the mermaid and Bunny Day event items, and plenty of these snacks, so ice creams, pies, and smoothies and things. So a sweet little treat while you're on the beach. And I've never brought myself to use this Festivale, like, float item on any of my islands. It's just so big. I think it's so kind of gaudy. I can't imagine many themes in which it works, but it definitely works there. Obviously surrounded by so many colourful and, yeah, different items as well. So we'll just go around to the pond here. Up here we have the campsite, surrounded by plenty of pink, white, purple flowers. And again, plenty of items that would make you assume that this is the campsite. So the sleeping bags, obviously plenty of chairs and things to rest out on. We've got the telescope and the campfire and things. And this little gyroid going absolutely nuts. What a good boy. Okay, so let's just go around here. Okay, cool. So we do have the option of going up, or we have a right hand side. I guess we'll go up. So we've got a little flower stall-esque area with plenty of gnomes. I guess there's a very big castle by the looks of it on the right above. It certainly looks so, so I guess I'll visit that last. But I'm guessing that is Tracy's home, the player home. Let's go over the bridge. Okay, giant mammoth skeleton, kind of guarding the bridge area. I guess we've got more farm to the south, but we can't access it as of yet. So we'll just keep running right. Our bridge right in front of the waterfall, and I absolutely love that whenever anyone does that. Oh, Statue of Liberty, America. Can't help myself. If I see Statue of Liberty, I've just got to... Yeah. Okay, now we're into a mysterious area. So we've got the little alien boy. There he is through the jail bars. We've got Ace hanging around. This area definitely feels a little bit more spooky compared to the rest of the island. Again, very busy, but we've got this... the skull head music player. We've got a couple of gyroids. This small, I guess, experiment area where you've got like the electronic kit. You've got the toolbox and everything. I can't access whose home this is. But then we've got the mysterious heads. We've got this rock garden. And like anyone who does this, I've got to say massive, like, you know, fair play. I don't think I would have the patience to basically decorate my entire island to the point where I can then move the rocks to where I want them to be. I'm not that organised. I don't have that kind of patience. So anyone that does, just my hat's off to you. Okay, we've got another home here. There's a little bit of menace in this area as well. Just the skull and crossbones on the door. Obviously the skull music player. It's yeah, very alien, I would say. Very mysterious. So you've got the spider on this rock as well. So I'm fine with spiders, but there are definitely some people that aren't. So yeah, it's a little bit menacing. Then we come up here, we have this almost like witchy area. So we've got a haunted painting there next to this suspicious cauldron and this lab set. Very, very colourful on the top here. I guess we'll just follow the walkway around. We've got the body there, almost like sacrificial, right next to some knives. Tracy, what have you been doing on this island? It's a little bit spooky up this way. More skeletons, so unfortunate souls that have met their end. A little robot guardian. got a few paintings, more skeletons and things just dotted around. And yeah, just more people that have met their ends to these robot guardians. I guess you can try and find some treasure, but you have to get by these boys first. So I have been told there is quite a bit of lore written down on the island via the bulletin posts. So if you would like to visit this island, by the way, I don't think I've actually said the dream address, so my bad. It is 1618-3590-6570. So if you would like to come out and check in your own leisure, your own pace, then yeah, I encourage you to do so. Okay, let's just go around this way. So I'm definitely guessing that that is an alien landing site. So maybe one or two of the villagers would obviously be playing part of that. We've got 2 more villager homes. Again, very busy, but these are more like yard-esque areas. Oh, we've got 3. We've got Faith walking around. Hello, Faith. I generally don't have you on my island because, yeah, I can't help but feel like you're wearing a koala onesie, and who knows what actual species you are underneath that onesie. But yeah, very cutesy over here. We've got plenty of stalls, food and things. It does feel like it's pretty lived in, like busy but lived in. So just go over this bridge here. And we're coming up to the museum space. We've got plenty of fossils and things on these little islands. Little Mr. Rossetti model, which I've never used. And here we have Tracy. Hello, and board tells story. So just as I said, the bulletin board kind of gives you the lore of the island. So here we have the museum. So every donation welcome, bugs slightly less welcome. Very fitting for Blathers' character and how he hates bugs. Okay, small rest area with the fountain, and then we've got the Able Sisters just on the right hand side here. So this area is definitely very cutesy and yeah, very different from that mysterious area up north. So I will have to double check the bulletin boards and obviously see what the lore is for that. Here we have a little outdoor classroom, I guess with the chalkboard and the various desks and things. And I'm guessing a small study area with vending machines, but a little volleyball court, a soccer pitch if you're American, a football pitch on the beach, and various gyroids and things being able to play. Can I actually sneak around there? No, I think I've missed my chance. Okay, well, let's head down, I suppose, on the beach. Okay, so a fancy looking restaurant area. I'm guessing it's restaurant, not like a cutesy cafe, just because of the various dishes that have been chosen. And choose your own fish. I think I've walked through the wrong way. So, I guess some kind of fish dining area. I guess it makes sense if you've got right next to the dock on the right side, and then the Nook's Cranny where you've got all these surfboards and things. So, you know, any way they can possibly make their money makes sense. And we've got this surf shop stall here, so scuba diving gear, things like that, next to these surfboards. So I guess you just hire a board and go out into the waves. Another little music area, very colourful. Plenty of gyroids just dotted around. I've only just noticed, because I'm an absolute idiot, that I think the houses have these little glowing boxes, and they show which villagers' home it is. So that is absolutely my bad. I'm just so overwhelmed by how many items there are. It's hard to notice absolutely everything. 2 little picnic spaces just in front of the museum space, which is very cutesy, very nice. We're going to run over this bridge here. And this kind of takes us closer to resident services again. So we've got all these half-grown flower path, which takes us into the Able Sisters kind of little market stall. I guess it's just a big marketplace. So you've got Able Sisters on the left-hand side with all these clothing, plenty of food items and produce. So see, there's a carrot and tomatoes, potatoes, sugar canes, obviously a few fruits and things. Oh, and this is access to the farms that we didn't have before. Okay, please don't touch the crops. Will do. Okay, so good use of items here, so plenty of flowers, obviously these are fire flowers as well. Ooh, I'm going to touch one. Can I? Yes, make it dance. And then the little country lamps and things, very good use of items that aren't necessarily crops, but certainly look crop-like. And then we have access to the pumpkin patch over here. Just past that we have a potato and a wheat farm as well. And this is Faith's home. I've just seen the little cube, so well done me for noticing. With a little covered wagon with a zebra horse just pulling it. Yeah, very cute. It is definitely very busy, and yeah, again, must have taken a lot of organisation to get this many items. I believe Tracy said that there wasn't any treasure islands used at all for the making of this island, so again, very impressive. I don't know if I've got the patience to do that. I'm just going to run up now, and obviously we'll go explore the castle and the castle grounds, and then we'll pop into a villager home and the player home. So here we go into the castle. Obviously, we've got the player home here, so quickly go to the right hand side. We've got a throne, very majestic looking area here with the design codes. And this just takes us back down again. So let's just go back. Let's go to the left hand side. All the money trees on the around the castle grounds. Oh, and Laz is playing Mario Kart. Hello, Laz. So we go up in this private flower garden on the left hand side of the castle grounds. Very colourful, plenty of pink just dotted around, obviously with all the bushes, the actual castle walls itself, and this gazebo. We're going to this little butterfly garden with plenty of the butterflies just dotted around, plenty of models dotted around as well. It's very cutesy, very colourful. Let's just nip back onto the right hand side before we visit the player home. So yeah, I can't stress enough how I just couldn't do this amount of designing without using a treasure island. Certainly not anymore. When I first started playing, maybe, because I had my first island for like 3.5 years before I decided to then restart on that Switch. But the idea now of just collecting all of these items is just a no for me. That's why treasure islands are so valuable on my designing and my islands. It's just, I couldn't live without them anymore. Especially gathering the various Nook Mile tickets and things for when you're doing villager hunts. Again, we've got another cute little flower area, and plenty of areas for rest. I guess you can grab some snacks while you just sit down in either of your comfy chairs. You've got a swimming pool on the right hand side and the back. Another throne, so really making you feel like you're royalty, overlooking your kingdom. I guess this section would overlook the mysterious kind of alien-esque part of the island. So yeah, if that's your jam. Anyway, let's jump into the player home, and then we'll visit a couple of the villager homes. Oh wow. I don't think I've seen this many effects used in one room all at once. I'm guessing you're going for a very shiny and elegant-esque room here. It's definitely shiny. Let's jump into the back room. Okay, and I'm guessing all the rooms have this amount of effects and shine. But this is a very gold-esque room and filled to the brim with various gold, bronze and silver items as well, making you feel like you're very rich. And the zipper wobbly toy, which I can only assume is cursed because of the effects that's going on there. And yeah, let's run away. Very blue-esque sparkly bathroom here again. So similar to the first island where they've used blue and white to good effect for the bathroom. But there are, again, plenty of effects in this room, much like the rest of the home, I can only imagine. But very cozy. Obviously you've got the gyroids in the bath, just enjoying themselves with the little shower. Very cute. Okay, so we go into the kitchen, and again, very busy. I'm guessing these are all meant to be steam effects. But you've got the occasional fire. I assume that's meant to be the fact that the food is cooking and not that the place is burning down. And then you've got these various frozen effects, I guess, for the fridge freezer and the frozen fish on the side. Plenty of food items dotted around. Again, very busy, very full of effects. But yeah, it's just something I don't really use in my interior builds. So I guess good job for using them, because I forget they're even a thing. Okay, bedroom space. So very pink, very white, very adorable. It's got plenty of plushies and things like that. Plenty of toys and clothing racks and things like that. So a little area to do your makeup, do your clothing, make sure you look pretty, just like me. And then a little space to obviously sit down, read books, or write a diary of things. Maybe have some cookies and snacks. Beautiful. And then the basement level, which we have this underwater mermaid dining room, or like a restaurant theme. And it looks like we've got a load of resident photos just on the wall here. So are these previous residents that you had, that you've collected their photos and then you stuck them on the wall for like sake of history? Also, again, plenty of effects. So I guess it just adds to the mystery, because yeah, everything is so extremely shiny, and yeah, who's got time for that, honestly? But I do have Dr. Pepper, so props to you for that. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly check the map, see which villages we actually have, and then see which villager homes we're going to pop into. So on this island we have Diva, Faith, Zoe, Cephalobot, Sasha, Becky, Fret, Judy, Ace, and Shino. So let's go see who is in the home and yeah, who we can visit. Naturally I had to go over to this like spooky, mysterious area, and of course we found Cephalobot, and so it's very UFO-esque in here. See the effects used to great effect. Dun 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 dun. The glowing moss items, so they really fit well. We've got these various space tables. I don't know what they're called. They're like control panels. Again, used to great effect. Really fits Cephalobot and his theme. And we owl dance. Thanks, Cephalobot. There is a little bit of menace in this room as well, with the various cobwebs and the mounted like insect heads on the wall. You've got the surveillance just dotted around as well, making sure that he knows exactly what you're doing at all times. We've also got a couple of villager photos on the wall, so don't know if that's menacing or not, or if they're his allies or something. But yeah, let's move on to the next home. The residential area, right underneath the mysterious alien area. I had Sasha and Zoe both in the homes, and I absolutely love Sasha. He's my boy, but I thought it'd be different, and I'd give Zoe a chance to shine, because she is just someone I would never really have on my island. But she clearly has some kind of a school motif going on. So plenty of chalkboards, obviously plenty of desks and things with the books. We've got the posters on the wall, if you can see them. My camera work is horrendous, so apologies for that. But there we've got the various alphabet, the times tables. Yeah, don't know what else you call them. And then the map on the wall there. And it's really bizarre seeing the map like that. I'm so used to, see, in Europe, we tend to have Europe being center. So America is on the left, see, Asia's on the right of our maps. So yeah, it always throws me off when I see it like that. But very pink, very sparkly, plenty of effects. And I must say, it does kind of suit Zoe, just this type of room. She loves having company, so very nice. Very friendly. And last of all, we've headed over to Fret, who was one of the homes within the farm area, and he's definitely got this farming motif going on. Obviously plenty of bags of seeds and things, plenty of various items that I guess he's mined up whilst doing his farm work. So gold, iron, we've got stone, pots, various bits of produce on the side as well. Very cottagecore-y, very light and beautiful wood tones. I always love the dark wood tones in my homes. And here we have Fret. It's another beautiful villager that I would love to have at some point on one of my islands. Maybe even rainbow themed island, who knows. But yeah, what a good boy. So that is the island of GhostEarth. So massive thank you to Tracy. If you'd like to visit the dream yourself, then the code again is 1618-3590-6570. I have gone over the bulletin boards and just quickly checked over the lore, and without spoiling too much, it looks like Cephalobot was an alien who crash landed onto the island. A few of the villagers are a little bit worried that it's an invasion, so Sasha mostly, and there's a few other villagers that are then trying to defend Cephalobot in that he is peaceful and just trying to live a decent life. But I want to say a massive thank you to both Tracy and Bryce for letting me visit your dream addresses. If you've got a dream address that you would like me to visit, then feel free to pop it in the comments below. But I'd like to say a massive thank you to anyone that watched this video. And obviously thank you for sticking with me to the end and checking these amazing islands out. If you enjoyed, please hit like and consider subscribing if you haven't done already. And hopefully you'll join me in the next video or two. But until then, I want to say a massive thank you. Hope to see you in the next video. Until then, have a good one. Cheers guys.